guys, we're going to talk about graphing today in the first quadrant. This is a little bit of a review. You know that with a graph is just made up of two number lines. This point here where we always start graphing is called the origin, and that's located at 0, 0. My graph is made up of two axes. This one that runs horizontally is called the x-axis, and the one that runs vertically is called the y-axis. Alright, so in your worksheet packet for G1, which is what we're talking about today, where you're going to be able to locate points and graph points on the coordinate grid, looking at number 1, we're asked to figure out the point where my star is located. So remind me again where we start graphing every time we start. You're exactly right. We're going to start right here at my origin, and we're going to go X first, and then we're going to go Y. Think about alphabetically, X comes before Y. With my ordered pair looks like X, comma, Y. Alright, so starting at my origin, 0, 0, and I'm going to move over to my x-axis 3 points, and then I'm going to move up my y-axis 4 points. So I've moved over 3, and I've gone up 4 to make my ordered pair for the star, 3, 4. Alright, so on that first page of the packet, you've got numbers 2 through 5. They're very similar to this. Go ahead and work in your small group together and figure out where those points are located. Don't forget that X comes first and then Y, and you have to have them in the parentheses in order to create that ordered pair. Alright, go. Alright, so once you have figured out the points for each of those and you've checked through them, awesome job, guys. We're now on number 6 through 10, so I'm going to look at number 6 with you. Now you have an empty graph, and you're responsible to plot certain points. The first one for question number 6 is 8, 7. Knowing that my 8 is on which axis? Good. Hopefully you said the x-axis. And my 7 goes up to my y-axis. Good. So I always start at my origin, going back to that point 0, 0, and I'm going to go which way first? You're exactly right. Over. I'm going to follow my x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. And then I'm going to go up my y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And where those two lines meet is your ordered pair of 8, 7. You've got number 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and do those right now and check your answers with your neighbors. Alright guys, we've got the second packet that you're going to look at where you're going to be graphing real world math problems. We're going to look at the first two together, and then y'all are going to work on the rest in your small group. These are how these ordered pairs are perfect for what goes on in the real world out there. Finding locations on maps, latitude, longitude. These are all real world ways that all of this information we're doing with graphing works. So question number 1 says Fred drives 7 blocks east, and it tells you that that's in the right direction. So I'm starting here, and I'm traveling right 7 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right now Fred is right here. This ordered pair currently is 7, 0. I haven't gone anywhere yet. The next step says I'm going to go 5 blocks north, which is up. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks north. So right now, Fred is at 7, 5. Then he's going to go 4 blocks south or down. So I'm going to take away those 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is where he ends up. So using the coordinate graph, we know that we came over 7, up 5, down 4. So the location that Fred is on the map right now is 7, 1. Okay, so question number 2 says that line segments below represent a meter. How many meters are apart are the rectangle and the circle? So between each of these lines, each of these points where these intersect, that represents 1 meter. So I've got to figure out exactly how many meters apart they are. So from here I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which would be a distance of how many meters? exactly. It should be, you should have gotten 5 meters. And then I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 meters for a total of 8 meters apart. Alright guys, so real quick before you go on to finish the rest of this packet in your group, numbers 3 through 10, what I want to do is a quick review. My origin is where I always start graphing, which is at 0, 0. I'm always going to move to the right first and up when I'm graphing in this first quadrant. Remember, the x-axis is horizontal, the y-axis is vertical, and in your ordered pair, your x comes before your y. Good luck. I know y'all have got this. Go ahead and work with your small group.